Alright, so I got me a brand new intake manifold from Dorman. Supposed to be a new improved PCV fix, but we'll see. What I'm going to do here, it's a little dusty, but it's gonna get dirtier anyway. Part number is 615-380. What I'm going to do before I install this, I'm going to go ahead and port it. I got the gaskets out. You want to make sure you got all the gaskets out. And basically what it means by porting is there's these little plates right here. You're going to grind all them out. And you want to, as you do it, you want to be careful because you can get into this part here where the injector seat, and you don't want to get into that. And when you get down into the bottom of this, you don't want to eat down into that either. So just be real careful. I got a Dremel. I got different size things. I was going to try and do it with this one, this little grinding sanding wheel, or the heck they called it. But it's too big to fit in there. So I overestimated that. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take your Dremel and you're going to just carefully grind through this, and this is a little bit too big it's going to hit that right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one side so I can get down a little bit and kind of grind that and get underneath that. So basically what they did is they left just a little bitty fucking hole right there, and they thought that was going to be good enough with a little opening that they have right there, which not really the case. That's not really doing anything. So I'm gonna port this and go from there. So, but I'm gonna have to blow it out. But I don't think my air tank it wasn't working yesterday. It wasn't wanting to fill up. I'll try it again today and see if it fills up. But make no guarantees that it's going to. But we'll see. But yeah, you're gonna want to blow all this out and try to keep as much of this shaving shit out of there as you can. I mean, you can blow it out through, I'd stick a blow gun through the throttle body port and then blow as much of that out, and then tilt it upside down and blow all them ports out, keep blowing them out and stuff. But I'm going to show you a little demonstration of what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to do this port right here. And you just want to take your time doing it. It took me about 2 hours the last time I did this, but it ain't too bad. Once you get 2 of them grinded out, the rest of them go pretty quick. Might have to change out a bunch of these wheels, but wish I had a more of a better way to do this. And this works fine, taking a Dremel to them, but some of these Dremels they don't spin very fast, so it takes me a little longer to do it. The Dremel. This one taking longer because of the type of end I'm using. I don't know if I'll be able to fit that in there or not. I might be able to do that at an angle like I was doing with that other one. Because these are rougher. It gets into it deep. These pink ones, they got different ends. Like you want to use like a cone type one to kind of smooth out the edges. So that's basically what that's for. Put your end on there and stick this bad boy in there. I don't know if I got the, yeah, I did. Tighten that up a little bit. This can be a little messy. That plastic tends to get hot, so watch out. Should wear safety glasses, but I'm not.
Limitless Male asks, do you have trouble sleeping, no energy, loss of muscle mass, poor concentration?
Yeah, let's get some glass on, because this shit keeps getting in my eye, and it's gonna burn like a bitch if I get it in my eyes. That's gonna suck. Snap on! Snap off. About one place till we grind it out. You can see it kind of deteriorating there. Woo! Yeah, see? Oh, it gets hot. It's not completely grinded out, but you can kind of see the damage that it's doing. But that's basically how you do it. So it's really not. I mean, it's just taking your time doing it, and so you don't fuck it up. I mean, it's not hard to do. I mean, it's a pain in the ass, but hey, you know, you'll be happy that you did it. The throttle response is better. It's still a little laggy on the low end, it seems like. I mean, it just depends on your car. I mean, if you have a tune, then it would be different. But I've had people recommend me doing the PCV fix on this, but I'm gonna try this and see what it does. And if it doesn't have any issues, if I don't have any issues with it, there's no point in me spending the extra money on a PCV fix to do that, like what other people are doing, because some people, they're drilling the fucking hole in the underside of this and running a fitting, you know, threaded fitting in there and putting a nut in there and stuff. But I know there's another way of doing it, but to me, I mean, if it fixes it, it fixes it. I ain't gonna worry about doing it. But if I have the issues, then yeah, I'll probably end up, if I go through this one and have issues with this one, because Dorman's saying that this is supposed to fix the PCV issue that these cars have, then if it doesn't fix it, then I'll get the PCV fixed. But only time will tell. So we'll see what happens with this. I got this from O'Reilly's. I could have got this a little cheaper on Rock Auto for $120, but you know, you got shipping on there, and depending on how quick you want it, the price goes up. So I ended up getting O'Reilly's. Their cost was $175.99, and they brought it down $27 for me. So I mean, I wasn't too worried about paying $150 for it. But I mean, I'm tearing up a $150 part, but you know, it's the price you pay and the benefits that you're going to get out of this when you port it. So I don't know why. I wish GM would have just, you know, they designed it this way before, but everybody that knows GM cars knows how they do stuff. They don't always do stuff with the maximum benefit. So, but yeah, this is basically just a short, quick tutorial. More like, a 10 plus minute tutorial, but this gives you the basic idea for people that don't know how to do it, that want to do it, and don't have a lot of knowledge and background on doing, using air tools and shit like that, or have a general background of automotive and that want to do this. Then they can do it. And me, I'm pretty mechanically inclined, and I do not so much more mechanical stuff anymore, but I'll still do it. But I'm more so focused on the body work. Like I got bumper stains behind me. You can see that one hanging up on my wall there. But I've been taking up body work and stuff, so it's my preferred career path. But anyway, I wanted to cover something because this is something that not a lot of people really know how to do yet, and there's some videos that probably is out there on YouTube that aren't very good, and I've seen some videos on this, and they're not very in-depth videos, I guess. I mean, I'm not dogging anybody, but to me, if you're gonna make a video, informational video and a how-to video, you need to be a lot more in depth of when you're making one. Don't just basically go do an overview and throw people into the fucking wolves, and to do it, give them an in-depth thing of what to do, tools that they're gonna need, and the best technique on how to do it so that they don't fuck something up. Like I mentioned the Dremel and different attachments and kind of what to use. They do make smaller ones of these. This one's a little bit bigger, but they do make a little smaller ones. That's what I had some, but I went through them when I did my last porting job on my other intake, and so I'm sure you can get them somewhere, but Walmart doesn't have any that size. I ended up picking up extra ones of these, the bigger ones, the same ones I'm using, but they're not gonna fucking work. So, but other than that, and then like I said, you want to blow it out once you get it all done, and then use a smaller one like a cone or something that you can smooth out the edges, down around it, in these lower corners right here, and get it, a little bit smoother, because you're not gonna get down into that area with this big ass fucking wheel grinder. You ain't gonna do it. And then blow it out real good, and put your gaskets on, put your throttle body on. You don't have to take your throttle body off to do it, but it does add a little bit more weight, makes it more awkward, and plus you can stick your blow gun right in there and blow, stick it upside down and kind of tilt it and stick it in there and keep blowing it out, and it'll blow all them shavings out. It's better to do it on a new one, because then you don't have oil in there, because those shavings they'll stick into that oil because it's wet. It's a wet surface, and that shit will stick into that, and it'll embed into the oil. And once you go to turn your car on, that shit, it can get pulled and sucked in, because your engine's like a big old vacuum pump, and it can suck that shit in there. You don't want that in your engine. But I mean, if it's a little bit, if it's not, not a whole bunch of it's gonna, if it's just a little bit, it ain't gonna hurt it. But you want to blow as much of this shit out as you can before you assemble it and put it back on your car. And heck, while you're at it, you might as well clean your throttle body too. Speaking of that, that's another video I'll do and put on my YouTube channel. I've kind of been slacking. I've been kind of gotten it to where I'm going to make how-to videos and stuff. Some of them are going to be long-ish. Some are going to be kind of short. Just depends on what it is. But I try to keep them, short and sweet, and but to the point, and very informative and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I try to give people the best education on something like this, on things to, do stuff, and I hope I can help. But that's how that's how you do that. So I'm gonna, be making more videos and stuff like that. So if you have any questions, yeah, just put it in the comments and hit like and subscribe. And there'll be more videos coming.